forget, we can see the size of these two guys. This is going to be a hoss fight, a slug fest. Let's set the stage here. These men are just staring each other down. There's been a lot of times that they could have versed each other, but it just didn't happen. And now what better platform than the VLC for these two behemoths to collide?
And I think there's one thing that can't be understated as well. For those who are unfamiliar with the rules of the Vacation Land Cup, this is a multi-match tournament. There's going to be 4 opening round matchups. The winners from each 4 matches will go on to a fatal 4-way elimination-style championship match. The winner will then earn a #1 contender spot for Alec Price's Limitless Wrestling.
We don't know. There's an open challenge, so let's not put the cart before the horse. You never know. One thing's for sure, I think that this crowd is definitely on the side of AC, Maine's own, but Beef has always been endeared with the audience as well. He comes from humble beginnings. He's somebody that the fans can relate to, much like AC.
And the story of Beef is so unique because Beef came into Limitless Wrestling during the closed taping era in the height of the pandemic. He didn't have any crowd support behind him, so he had to blaze his own path, but he was able to do so and finds himself against, no pun intended, the ace of Limitless Wrestling. You heard him.
Ace declaring that they're going to beat the living out of each other. Oh! And now some right-hand exchanges straight to the face. Both of these guys wasting no time here. Beef with a headlock gets sent off the ropes by AC. Shoulder tackle early on in the match.
Again, with this being a tournament-style bout, an opening round match here. Big boot from Beef. I saw something go fly. Hopefully not a tooth.
I certainly hope not. Can he knock the big man over the ropes? Not quite yet. AC is a corporeal being. It's going to be a lot harder than that to get AC over on the outside.
I believe in the rule of third, Sam Laterna. Oh boy. Oh my!
Whoa! Both men over the top rope on the outside.
So what I was trying to say before is that with this being the opening round matchup and of course the first match of the night, it benefits them in one sense, but also they are big men. And they're well-conditioned big men, but compared to some of the other talent in this Vacation Land Cup, stamina is going to come into the equation here at some point.
And are you talking about the confines of this match or whoever the winner that moves on?
What I'm saying is that whoever wins this match is going to go through hell and back against a very big opponent, whichever one wins. And I think it's a legitimate question to ask, will they have enough stamina in the Fatal 4-Way at the end of the night?
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of physical and mental wherewithal throughout the night. Oh, thunderous chop by AC on the outside. But if there's anyone that can deal with this, whoa! Tremendous strength on display. How many people can say that they have lifted AC Romero and lived to put that man on the ground? Wow.
I don't know if it was stamina. I don't know if it was strength. I don't know if it was endurance from Beef. But that's got to be one of the most impressive feats of strength we've ever seen here in Limitless Wrestling. Beef
is feeling it tonight. It could be his time to punch his ticket and become the VLC 2022 winner.
I think what has to be said to as well is this is a true test of acumen for Ace Romero. This is a guy who's in his 4th VLC, okay? I said before, his 4th VLC.
Never won.
He's never been Limitless Wrestling champion. He's been a day one guy in Limitless Wrestling, but he's not held the belt. And if he's going to let a guy like Big Freak, Big D, step on in here and just year 2 in his Limitless Wrestling tenure, that's going to be a big shot to his ego.
I couldn't agree more. Oh, whoa! Some harsh words by AC Romero, but yes, to your oh, wow, AC demanding more out of Beef. Maybe this is the kind of punishment that Ace feels he needs in his path back to the VLC and also to what he seeks most, the Limitless Wrestling title. Sometimes you need to suffer, you need to be punished in order to really know that you've earned the opportunity.
I think a lot of it boils down to adrenaline as well. You do whatever you can to get the adrenaline pumping out. Our curious here.
There's one way to get the adrenaline pumping.
I'm not sure of the parameters, if we've changed the parameters of this match here. But it seems like ultimately Ace Romero is going to find himself in a precarious situation. Stepped up on that chair, 10-shot from Beef.
And for me, the more distance created between these two men, the more and more I think that Beef is going to do something crazy. Oh! Attempts the crossbody, but misses. AC dazed on the apron. That's got to take an awful lot out of you whenever a weapon gets involved.
That's an Emmy Award-winning shot right there from our camera crew on Ace Romero.
Is it not?
Oh my goodness, you can see the intensity of the match on his face there. Now, I want to point out Beef here. We've seen in the past he has fallen victim to these all-or-nothing moves. We've seen him take out his own knee multiple times, and it has worked to his own dismay. Curious to see if that's the case here once again in the opening round of the Vacation Land Cup.
But that's the kind of wrestler that he is. He puts his heart on the line. He puts his body on the line. He's willing to do it all for the win, as we saw at the previous Limitless show last month.
And so does Ace, though.
Absolutely.
That is Ace Romero. I think back to the Fans Bring the Weapons match between Ace Romero and AR Fox, which for all intents and purposes turned into a death match. And seeing what Ace Romero went through, that was all the way back in 2017. This is 5.5 years later. Ace Romero still hasn't been the top guy in Limitless Wrestling. This match means everything. This night means everything to him.
And to verse people that are his contemporaries who have gone on to bigger opportunities outside of the indies as well, right? People like Keith Lee, who he's beaten. People like AR Fox, JT Dunn, of course Anthony Green. We've seen what the VLC win. Oh! Sit out, full Nelson slam. AC goes for the cover. Just gets the 2 count there.
And I think it does need to be said, the amount of strength a move like that takes. Listen, Ace is a bigger man than Beef, but Beef is no, he's no Slim Jim out there by any stretch of the imagination.
And AC particularly, I think, has to control his energy, because if he moves on to the next round, he's going to have to contend with some lighter-footed individuals, shall we say.
Potentially the main attraction, Mac Daniels, as he goes head-to-head with Channing Thomas and Brett Ryan Gosling, the blow-off of Prestigious that's coming up in just
I'm looking forward to that, but, I stay impartial as a broadcaster,
you love me.
John.
It's okay, I know. We're good pals. We've established this
Occasionally. We're not that close.
You could hear that one from Boston.
Yeah, when you can hear a chop all the way from the commentary booth, you know that is just burning a hole through Beef. But back elbow to AC, staggering in the center, but looks like he was going in maybe for a Vader bomb. Beef evading that into the Bulldog. Cover.
And I think that's a really great method of attack there from Beef when you've got a big guy. The surprise attack, right? The element of surprise, a running bulldog. It's not something Ace can see in front of him. He can't anticipate it. I think that's a good way to get a big man off their feet as Beef goes to the top like Humpty Dumpty, and when Humpty Dumpty goes up, Humpty Dumpty must fall.
Drop kick to AC, who is just teetering on the second ropes, back facing Beef. That is not where he wants to be. Cross body connects. The sheer velocity of that knocking Beef to the outside, but is this enough? Just getting the 2 count there. Sometimes, John, when the velocity takes you over, it can really prevent you from getting that pin when you need it.
And here's where Beef can't lose focus, though.
He has to stay focused. Ooh.
Right to the mush. Cover. Muscles out at 2. And I keep racking my head here. What will be the kill shot from either of these guys?
Maybe the beefy bomb?
It could be the beefy bomb. It could be that big lariat from Ace Romero. But again, with a guy the size of Beef, will 1 be enough? Will 2 be enough?
Maybe even 3. Maybe something from the top ropes. Stop making it about yourself, John. But I digress, because it appears that Beef is climbing up to the top rope for the second time.
You'll never see me
Big
on the
risk.
top.
AC rising to his feet very quickly here. wants none of Beef on the top rope, John.
You'll never see me on the top. Too much risk. Just look at this. Can the ring even support these two men?
We could very well see the ring collapse here.
Prepare for an avalanche.
Oh! What a move, taking both men out. Sometimes you've got to, take a big risk of your own body to get the opponent down and out as well, John.
The Limitless Wrestling crowd firmly behind Ace Romero right here as he's in pursuit of his first Vacation Land Cup championship and perhaps the Limitless Wrestling Championship as well.
AC has always been the bridesmaid, never the bride. Could this be the night that he takes the VLC?
And some dueling support here from the Limitless faithful. You're watching the Vacation Land Cup 22 here in Yarmouth, Maine. John Alba, Sam Laterna live on IWTV. Join the conversation online. Hashtag VLC 2022.
Seems like both men are coming to their senses a bit. Beef with a maddened look on his face.
Yeah, both of them. Sometimes facials tell stories, Sam. Look at that spittle.
Well, what story do you think AC is telling with his face?
I think Ace is pissed off, quite frankly.
Years and years of having the VLC, the Limitless title, just slip through his grasp. Shirt's coming off.
It's big boy season. Meaty men slapping meat.
Oh, back and forth here, neither man willing to relent. This is a slobber knocker.
And I think you can't go understated, Sam. It is hot as hell in this building, so I can't even imagine at this point in the match how difficult it is to catch their breath.
And that's a whole other outside factor that every single competitor tonight's going to have to deal with. AC attempting the discus lariat.
Oh, look at this.
Beef scouting that out, throwing some haymakers here.
Oh, Joe Frazier.
He might have learned this in the back alleys of Kentucky.
Perhaps watch a little Cassius Clay in his time.
Oh, duck by AC. Big smack to the face. Delivers a haymaker of his own off the ropes. Oh!
But again, think about this, Sam. The winner of this will have to wrestle again tonight.
I don't think either man is thinking about that right now. They are focused on the task at hand, which is getting the win in the opening round match.
Oh, the lariat! Romero!
AC goes for the cover and gets the 3 count.
Are you leaving Stokely? This isn't about you. It's...
Charles Mason, 2 New York guys ready to go head-to-head with each other. So we know Charles Mason. He's made quite the name for himself at Limitless Wrestling over the past year, looking to vanquish who he perceives to be the poor, right? This is a very general thing. I think Charles thinks everyone is poor.
He thinks everyone is poor. Charles got some money. He's got daddy's money. So to him, anybody is in poverty.
Well, do we know if it's daddy's money? I don't want to assume. He's a very well-dressed man.
I mean, but there's a bunch of well-dressed men looking like him that's walking around with daddy's money. I've seen it before and I've seen it again.
Well, there aren't a lot of men like that in the Limitless Wrestling roster, though, so he set himself apart in that way, not only playing dirty, but competing in a slew of very high-risk matches against people like Big Beef, Becca, and knocking both of these people off, might I add.
This man is sick. I've seen him choke people out with bags. I've seen him, the stuff that this man will go to get a win it's ridiculous. I can't even I won't even go that much. I won't even do that.
Buffa showing that charisma and fire early on in this match. Leapfrog from Mason. Tremendous agility from both men here. But Buffa with the upper hand.
Capo kick.
Sending Mason to the outside. And, okay. I've seen Buffa do this before. Off the ropes. Attempting a suicide dive, but Mason throwing some sort of liquid into the face of Buffa.
Buffa with the dive.
Back at it. See, that's the the name of the game for Desmond Cole. He has to stay determined here. He knows it's his time. Oh. Desmond Cole just calling out the Limitless World Champion, my commentary partner.
He still hasn't even gone past the first round. Focus on Charles Mason.
So would you say that he's perhaps a bit of a, oh my God.
Look at that, see?
Mason grabbing the bridge of the nose and now knocking Desmond Cole into the outside post. That has got to hurt, Alec. I know that you have been on the receiving end of beatdowns like this.
I mean, but the thing is, this is nothing to me. I've been in 2 VLCs now. Okay? This is only the first round. You have another round to go through. You have a multi-man match after this. This isn't even just it. This isn't the creme de la creme.
I've got to say, I think that Charles Mason is aware of the stakes and aware that he also has another match to wrestle if he does come out on top. So I think he's looking for the smart way to beat Desmond Cole here by using outside to help him.
I mean, the thing is, look at Charles Mason. He's not doing those springboards and those khakis. He knows Desmond Cole's main offense is a lot of athletic, high-flying, you know what I mean, high-intensity stuff.
But in the same token, we have Charles Mason. Oh, back body drop to Desmond Cole. Staring a hole through Desmond, but is he going to go for the cover? Okay, maybe a little bit too slow on that.
Yep. That's my point with Charles. He may not be going for no springboards, but he's going to tear you down inch by inch. He's going to slow you down. If you're a fast-paced competitor, like, it doesn't matter against him because he's going to hurt you.
I couldn't agree more. We've seen, like you've said, Charles choke people out, not only with his hands, but with weapons, with plastic bags. These are things that are jarring not only to us, but to the audience as well. And he, quite frankly, thinks that Desmond Cole is a bit of a small fry, Alec, because I don't know if you know much about Charles Mason outside of Limitless, but he has been just single-handedly going through every single New York legend, Homicide, Low Key, and with his eyes on many more. So another New York boy in Desmond Cole, this is nothing for Mason in his eyes. I tend to think that he's underestimating him though.
But have they ever faced before?
They have never, ever faced off. They have just barely crossed paths. Charles Mason training with Amazing Red at House of Glory, and of course Desmond training with the Grim Reaper.
Oh, Grim Reaper, that's the OG, triple OG right there from the NG.
What is this? I think that Mason is getting a little bit too much satisfaction from the physical pain that he's causing Desmond. Like I said, Mason certainly wants the win tonight, but it is about vanquishing the poor. Desmond Cole having none of it.
Listen. Desmond may have came up and said some stuff. I don't like him. But right now, this is his best opportunity to get back on to get back on with the momentum, to get back in the comeback, to take the W. We're both down. This is equal playing field.
This is certainly Desmond's moment to capitalize, using the clothesline as a last-ditch effort to get one over on Mason. Both men to their feet now. It's anyone's game. Bufa blocking. Oh, and a sweep. Big forearm to Mason, and another one. Bufa firing up. Oh, but Mason ejecting Bufa to the outside. Kick to the kick to the head. Oh, what is this? Kip up.
Catch. No. Oh, shit.
Charles Mason is dazed and confused. We don't always see him like this. He cannot be calculating when. He doesn't know what's happening next. This could be Bufa's time. Is he going to punch his ticket?
Is he going for it? Is he going for it? Rolling. Got it.
Oh, 2.5 count there. But Desmond still remaining calm, cool, and collected here. That is the name of the game when you have a more seasoned, calculating, and ruthless competitor like Mason.
Well, Mason's a champion for a reason. He's the House of Glory Grand Champion for a reason, okay? This man is good.
But he wants more than that.
I mean, of course.
He wants your title.
But the thing is, he's not going to get my belt. You can be so good in New York, it doesn't mean you're going to go around the territories.
Atomic drop connects. Big boot to Desmond Cole.
Spin. Oh, bigger discus, Stan Hansen style.
Cover. Bufa kicking out. I've got to say, I think that Mason is shocked that Desmond Cole was able to kick out of that one. Now, hassling ref Greenleaf in the corner.
I mean, Greenleaf's a horrible ref, so I do the same stuff.
So I've heard. I have no opinions on that, though. Maybe Charles wasting a little too much time with the ref, allowing Desmond Cole to get one over, but able to do those stomps to the corner.
Drop kick in the dress shoes.
What is that? It's so disturbing to watch Charles Mason in competition. Oh, big counter!
DDT! I don't like him, but he's good.
Desmond Cole continues to fight for his spot at Limitless Wrestling and the Vacation Land Cup. Oh!
Top bottom.
Final Destination connects. Oh! That was like a 2.8. That was 2.8.
That was a 2.8 or 2.9. I don't know. That was crazy. The way he just yanked him up into that, yo.
One more of those, and this could be it. This is a new level that we are seeing here from Desmond Cole. His biggest match to date. The stakes are high, and he knows it. Oh, attempting the Final Destination, but Charles wants none of that.
Oh, here we go. Is he going to crack the bag?
Whoa! Innovative kick there.
Oh, snap German!
Mason falling right into the German suplex.
Bomb in the corner! Bufa is on a roll! Oh, here we go.
Bufa hearing the chants of the crowd. He is feeling it tonight. Could this be the moment? He punches his ticket to the VLC. What comes up? Must come down. Gravity.
Into the
Charles Mason with the submission locked in.
Pass him out, Charles.
Rear naked choke applied.
That's it.
Bufa taps out.
Send that loser home.
Here is your winner by submission, advancing to the final round of the tournament, the root of all evil, Charles Mason.
Charles Mason moves on to the four-way elimination match that will determine the winner of the 2022 VLC.